Welcome to Mr. Bacon Pants Plays Games. Today we are playing Ascension Dreamscape. Yeah, this is, I think, the 9th expansion of Ascension. I think it came out in 2015. But the reason I'm kind of starting with this one is because I was looking in their app store, and the two expansions that they still have available to purchase are Delirium and Deliverance. Now, these expansions, I believe, came out in 2018. They're not. They haven't really added any of the newer expansions to the digital version. I think it's because some of the newer expansions were like this pirate theme, where you had a ship that you moved around the board, and I don't think they could kind of port that to this digital version. Probably the next time like a normal set comes out without the ship moving around the board, they'll probably bring it to this, digital version. But right now, these are the two that we get. They're from 2018. But the reason I'm starting with Dreamscape is because these expansions all play together. So, the one that came out in 2015, and then these kind of build off of that, 3 years later. So this one kind of brings back some of the concepts from Dreamscape, and then this one just kind of adds on to it. And actually, at the bottom of the description, it even says like combined it with Deliverance with Dreamscape and Delirium for even more exciting game. So what I want to do is I want to play Dreamscape. I'm going to pay for Delirium and pay for Deliverance. Play each one of those separately, and then do a fourth video where I combined all three and just see what type of nonsense happens. So today we're going to kick it off with a new game of Dreamscape. We'll do with the 10th. Well, I guess since this is an older expansion, we'll play with the older card art. For the standard cards, we'll do hard AI, just a standard 2-player game. We'll do Dreamscape. Oh, there we go. And let's get started. I actually owned this expansion in real life. And from what I remember, you could do some pretty crazy combos. Like infinite combos. All right, so this one is when you play a mystic, gain 1 coin. When you play so this one just kind of, it's a cheap one. It's a construct that kind of stays out, kind of ups your heavies and your mystics. I think I want to grab that one. So I think, yeah, we'll do that. Each player discards their hand and draws 5 cards. This one is banish all cards in the center row. This one is, what is this? Oh yeah, you may pay 1 rune less to acquire constructs in the center row. I don't know, do I want to go Mechana? I mean, that is always my go-to. And then maybe if there's like a lot of cards I can't afford, I'll use that. Yeah, so it's like you have this dream resource, which is like this amber candy. All right, so let's go ahead and play off. So I did say I was going to go through the Mechana. So basically this game, if you don't know, has 2 resources. Well, actually 3, because you have this little candy here. You have the runes and the fighting. Fighting is how you beat monster cards, like the cultists, and there's cards that kind of show up here. And then runes are how you buy these other cards. So here's a Dreamborn card. So it says like gain 4 attack, and then you may pay an amber to gain. I don't know what that currency is called. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it amber for the rest of the game. To gain 4 runes instead. So that's, it's kind of a resource you can use. Like I said, you can create some pretty crazy infinite combos. All right, discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. But it kind of makes it fun. I think I'm going to go Mechana, since I did say I was going to do Mechanas. Plus, I can banish that card. Alright, so this had a Dreamborn effect, so we each get one of these guys. Okay, and I think that's all I can do. Oh, I do have this. I don't have any Mystics or Heavy Infantry yet, so I think I'm just going to wait on that. Because I might want to use that for my Amber for something else. I love the art. I mean, this is like when the art started getting good, by like the 5th, 5th year, or I'm not sure. I knew they came out with like 2 a year. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play all. I wish that play all button was over here by the end turn button. All right, so do any of the cards I can afford really do anything for me? So you may banish a card in your hand or discard pile is nice. Discard a card. Yeah, drawing 2 cards is nice. And then draw a card. You may pay 1 less the next time you acquire a Dreamborn card this turn. I think I'm going to buy... It's boring. But I think I need to buy Mystics. Because they're expensive. And then I am going to go ahead and throw this out. There we go. That way it doesn't nag me. Alright, so now I can get to play it this turn. Isn't that great? Alright. Oh, see, here's those monsters. The monsters, when you kill them, give you a reward right away. So, get that construct out. Constructs out, stay in play until they're discarded out of play. Oh, see, this is one of those ones that I think helped build it. I can't remember. It's been a while. I mean, I guess it just came out in 2015. I bought this expansion the year it came out. Played it with my friends a bunch, and then we kept running into infinite combos, which is it's just part of the game. It's not like the game's broken. It was just, you just got to know what they are and play around them, just like in Magic: The Gathering. I feel like I do want to start banishing cards. I'm kind of thinking about that right now. If I thin out this deck a little bit, it would be nice to have this. There's only 1 in the deck, and it's really nice because you can banish it and you basically take a second turn. And the artwork's pretty cool. All right, I'm just going to buy it based on the artwork. Judging books by their covers with Mr. Bacon Pants. All right, so there is another Mechana, so I mean that's just gonna be a snap buy right there. Don't even need to think about it. So once per turn, when you put a Mechana construct into play, including this one, draw a card. So that's going to be great. This isn't a construct though, but so we're gonna go ahead and play off. Just gonna snap by that. It's a Mechana. I'm just gonna buy them all. And since I can't really buy anything that meets my strategy, I'm going to go ahead and just throw another one of these in. I really do need to start banishing things out of my deck. See, I love that art. Alright, so this is going to be banished at the end of the round. See ya. This one's an ore. Not gonna have any monsters I can kill, so obviously take the runes. This is fun. You can add cards back into your Dreamscape. I think they're just random. That would be kind of fun. Let's go ahead and do it. It's just like random. There's a deck of those dream cards. You just shuffle, 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 and throw one in your deck in the real game. What's their honor at right now? I mean, I'm at 0. They're at 5. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I'm going Mechana, so a lot of my... Up there, right there. A lot of my strategy, or a lot of my points are really in my deck right now. I'm not doing an honor. So this is called honor, and when this is all out, the game's over, or when the deck runs out. And so they're going very honor heavy, and I'm going very just like buy expensive cards. Ah, that jerk. Taking my Mechana. Alright, so let's just throw that out there. Now I'm going to get nagged the rest of the game, but that's fine. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. This is obviously feeding into my addiction of Mechana. Do I want to take an additional turn? Nah, not really. So yeah, I was just making sure there wasn't another Mechana construct that was waiting. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm not going to take an additional turn. Now, if there was a cool Mechana construct down there, like, yeah, I probably would think about it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to do this. We're going to gain a card into the old Dreamscape. Anything worth it? Ooh, banish up to 5 cards in your hand or discard pile. There we go. Just got to get up to 8. Dang. Okay, so I can kill a monster. So this just gives me more runes. I think I kind of want to draw a card. This one's cheaper. Like, it's kind of weird. It kind of gives me... It kind of gives me the same effect. Oh, because I think one's from the base game. One's from... Alright, let's go... I think I'll do this. Not very exciting. I could get this little ritual and banish it for 4. Let's just go ahead and do this. There we go, a big 7. Now I can buy it. Once per turn, gain 1 attack for each Mechanic construct you control. And it's worth 8 points. So here's my honor right here is 8 points. So like, that's the difference between someone going very honor focused and then someone... Ooh, there is another Mechanic construct. And then when you acquire Mechanic construct, you may pay 1 to put it directly in play. I think I'm gonna pop it, guys. Because I want that. Put that in my deck. Thank you very much. Alright, and then banish a card from your hand. If you do, acquire a mystic or heavy injury without paying its cost. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to do that. That would be nice to get rid of some of these nasty cards. Oh, look at that, another Mechana. Yeah, the art, look at that, look at that. That's so cool. Like, you can really see where that artist who did, like, the first, you know, I think most of the expansions from the beginning, I don't even know if they're still doing it because the art style did change drastically, but you could tell that this person has really upped their game, you know, by like the 5th or 6th expansion. Is there someone? Nope. I mean, I could beat up the cultist, but let's see, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you just don't know. I'm going to buy that. I'll have 5 left. Yeah, so let's go ahead. You don't know. Okay. I should have played like another card in a different order. It's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll do the old. This is always a good option. Is when you get the 5 runes, just to buy the mystic and the heavy infantry. I mean, look at all those monsters. Okay. Someone told a joke. There was like some laughing. Oh my god, look at that dragon. Look at that, it's so cool. I love it, I love it. Alright, so I am going to banish a card from my hand. Thea. Hi. There you go. You just got upgraded. Add a random card to the old Dreamscape. And it's nothing that I can play in the next 150 years. I did kind of dilute the center row with like the other set, because this set is a little crazy and you just play it by itself. Like I said, it's very like insane. Alright, you may banish a card from the center row. That might be kind of interesting. Just to try to get rid of these monsters that I cannot buy. Yeah, but the reason since it's diluted a little bit, the we're not getting a lot of Dreamscape cards, so we're not getting a lot of the Amber resource, unfortunately. There are cards that give it to you. I have one card on my deck that does give it to me. I kind of, let's see, gain 3, add a card to your Dreamscape. Let's do it. I mean, there is that Mechana there, but I already have one of those cards in my hand, and I would rather fight this guy. Okay, that's cool. Not really part of my strategy, and then I guess I'll throw another one of these guys in. See, I gained an Amber with this guy. Garden Attendant. So I will have 2. So I could throw that. I might play her just because I do have a lot of Mystics and have infantry, and now there's only 6 left. I have 16 points. I might lose. I kind of feel like I stalled a little bit. There is quite a bit of points hanging here. Man, I wish I had... Oh yeah, I do have 3 now. Okay. Play all. So that's 5 points. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, this will be smart. Is it constructs though? Oh, there is no constructs though. Right, and then this is, yeah, I can pay 1. Oh, I should have... Why didn't I do that? Alright, I'm gonna not do that. Well, man, I would feel really stupid if I did draw... Yeah, right there's 1. Okay. So then this one would let me gain... Oh, I can't... Oh, because I don't have the... Whatever. Alright, so that's 3... Yeah, I'm gonna buy this one. And then... beat up this guy. Beat up that guy. I don't know. I still think I lost. I mean, they did buy a couple Mechana. And these 2 Dreamscape cards are worth points. Yeah, there we go. Oh, not yet. Okay. Alright, play the old Sensei. Get rid of that guy. Pull in this guy. I'm just going to buy whatever has the most honor, honestly. So this is... Yeah, I'm going to buy this. And it gives me 1 or 2 left, I think, depending. Ah! Alright. Yep, that was 5 points. Well, one honor left. Okay. Let's add a card to the Dreamscape. Just add them all. Alright, so we do have the construct here. It's worth 5. We'll go ahead and get that. It's worth a measly 1. We'll beat this guy up for another 1. I think... I mean, they doubled me in just, like, the straight honor. It really comes down to what's in my deck. I don't know. I don't know if I got enough. But yeah, this is Dreamscape. I do like it. I am getting reminded of the set. I am going to go play the newer sets in an upcoming video. Yeah, look at that. Oh, my God. Look at that. I got destroyed. See, this is what I like about that. This is what I wish Dominion had. So I've been playing that on the channel as well, and you can check those out. So you can kind of like, you know, look at their deck construction and see what they were buying. So, you know, the computer was also kind of going a little bit Mechana, but they're kind of going like a rainbow deck. They were just basically buying the best card, a lot of discard card draw, which is great. That's what, blue does. Green had some good, generation of runes. Then, of course, you get the Mechana, which is kind of good. I'm not really sure why I don't really see too much of a synergy here, other than maybe it was just like high point cards that they wanted to buy. And then Void is banishing cards. They got like some banish. They got some, kind of goes in with their monster strategy of buying a lot of, or killing a lot of monsters. And then look at that heavy infantry right there. So that tells you they were going very honor heavy. And as you can tell, they were. See? 38 points from their deck and 46. I had 46 points. It was almost the opposite. I had 46 points in my deck, but only 23 in my honor. So that's really why I lost. I really just needed to get, some more points either in my deck or in the honor pool. And if you look at my deck, it looks very different from what the computer was doing. So I kind of went a little bit enlightened heavy. I wanted to kind of rotate those mystics and heavy infantry out of my deck with this guy. This card's very good. I like it. And then I did splash a little bit of green. I wanted to add cards to my Dreamscape. And then here's all my Mechana. Look at that, super heavy Mechana. And so this might show me that yes, I was buying a lot of Mechana, but I also was probably being a little bit too slow. Because these cards are expensive. And so probably where the computer was buying 2 synergistic cheap cards, I was just buying 1 expensive card. But I think when you do start buying a lot of Mechana, they really do play well and synergize well together. And they are worth a ton of points, as you can tell by my deck. And I think I should have splashed a little bit more pink, because pink is all about banishing. And I really could have got all of these apprentice out of my deck. I mean, look, I had 6 apprentice in my deck still by the end of the game. And if you look at the computer, oh, they had 6 too. Oh yeah, but they had no, they only had 1 regular militia, because they were converting them to heavy infantry. So yeah, I mean, my strategy was buying. So in that case, like if it was buying, that says, okay, you need to get these converted to mystics like right away. But I didn't have anything to banish them and get them out of my deck. So anyway, this was Ascension Dreamscape. I really do like this expansion. Like I said, I did have it in the real life. I do think it's an expansion that you need to kind of dilute a little bit, because it does get a little wild when you play it straight. Maybe I will play it just with that in the future, but I do want to jump into those other 2 expansions just to check those out, and then do the whole mix together like they suggest you do, which I think is going to be insane. But it is pretty cool that they built 3 expansions. They all kind of just like play off each other, especially 3 years apart too. That's pretty crazy that they're revisiting like an old plane, that they're going back to. And then they're like, hey, go ahead and mix this all together. It's going to kind of create a story. Because I think this girl is in that later expansion, and it's like she transitions to like some crazy monstrous wizard. So anyway, if you do like this content, please like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.